On a hot summer day, this woman took her dog down to the river to cool off. Everything seemed completely normal, but later that evening, while reviewing the video she had taken, she noticed something strange. Around 13 seconds in, just as her dog let out a small cry stepping out of the water, a faint voice can be heard in the background. It says, "In a while." No one else was there, and nothing had been heard in real time. So who or what was speaking, and what exactly did they mean? During a late-night paranormal investigation at a notoriously active graveyard, a man was snapping digital photos, hoping to catch something unusual. He'd been clicking away for hours, methodically, patiently, trying to document anything out of the ordinary. At one point, he deliberately took a photo with no one in front of the lens, just an empty shot of the surrounding graves. But later, while reviewing the images, something unexpected appeared. There, in the frame, was what looked like a figure, walking right out of the shot. No one had been there at the time, but the photo suggests someone or something was. These two tourists were vlogging while hiking in Brazil. They were enjoying their walk, casually filming, completely unaware that two men had been trailing them from a distance. Then, out of nowhere, it happened.
No kurde, no nie tanio, 900, więc tak to, no ale cóż, nie ma co się tymi kosztami nieuniknionymi przejmować, bo my się nastrajamy dzisiaj pozytywnie, jeśli chodzi o...
The attackers struck. The tourists were caught completely off guard. In a matter of seconds, their peaceful day turned into chaos. The men lunged, attacked, and mugged them, leaving them shaken, injured, and helpless. Just as suddenly as they appeared, the attackers vanished. The tourists were left alone. Thankfully they survived, but not without injuries from the brutal assault. While hiking near a horse stable, a man struck up a conversation with a worker and casually asked if he'd ever seen anything strange in these woods. The worker nodded and said his buddy had actually filmed something weird there just last week. The video shows a dog, growling, tense, staring directly at what looks like an apparition, silently walking by. The man who filmed it, he refuses to go back into those woods. A man was running on a backcountry trail in eastern British Columbia when his peaceful run was suddenly disturbed.
Holy shit!
Out of nowhere, a grizzly bear appeared. The runner didn't hesitate. He took off faster than ever before. For a moment, the bear gave chase, but luckily, the man's endurance saved him. One wrong move, one stumble, and it could have ended in tragedy. While hiking through the remote desert of southern New Mexico, a Reddit user came across something strange. A lone, battered woman's shoe lying in the sand. It was shredded and torn, as if it had been chewed on by an animal. No other belongings, no footprints, no sign of anyone nearby. Just one mangled shoe, sitting in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to believe someone could lose it and not notice, especially out here. So the question is, what happened to the person who wore it? In Hubertus, Wisconsin, a trail camera aimed toward a cornfield captured a chilling image. The photo reveals a tall, thin figure standing at the edge of the field, draped in what looks like a nightgown or long dress. The motion-activated device, set up on private land, only triggers when something moves, which means whatever appeared was definitely walking. No one was supposed to be there, so the question remains, who or what was wandering through that cornfield in the dead of night? On May 18th, 2024, during a tethered hot air balloon event, something terrifying happened.
Oh my gosh. Don't as long as she doesn't let go.
That would be bad.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, her feet.
A woman suddenly grabbed onto the side of the basket just as it began to lift off. At first, no one noticed, not the passengers, not the ground crew, until the balloon was already high in the air. She clung to the edge with nothing but her grip keeping her from falling. Fortunately, she managed to hold on until they reached the ground again. But it was a close call, and it could have ended very differently. During a nighttime tour, YouTuber Billy Smith explored the Sorrelweed House in Savannah, Georgia, a place known for its dark past and its eerie, lingering presence. While exploring, Billy caught something unexpected on camera. A woman in a black corset appeared between two columns, but something was off. She never opened the nearby door and seemed to materialize out of nowhere. Billy waited outside until 1:30 a.m. No one ever came out, and no trace of the woman was ever found. According to a local legend, 2 women died in that house, one of them named Matilda, whose spirit is said to haunt the courtyard, dressed in black. So what did Billy capture? Just another person, or the ghost of Matilda herself? The sky ladder on Chicheng Mountain in Zhangjiajie is one of the scariest trails out there. With 278 steps and a steep 51-degree incline, it climbs to a height of 1,480 meters. Its safety is ensured by strong anchors, though the ladder still always sways slightly in the wind. Despite their fears, many, like Wang and Liu, manage to conquer it, feeling a sense of accomplishment at the top. The challenge is so popular, it attracts over 1,200 adventurers daily. Would you do it? While exploring deep in the Gettysburg Cemetery, a woman snapped a few photos. At the time, everything felt normal. But once she got home and reviewed the pictures, something strange caught her eye. In the background of one photo, a faint figure dressed in white appears to be standing among the graves. A trick of the light, perhaps, or yet another ghostly encounter at one of America's most haunted battlefields. While hiking through a mountain trail in China, a group of trekkers stopped near a massive rock formation. It looked completely normal, until one of them tapped it with a smaller stone. Instead of a solid thud, the rock gave off a strange, hollow, metallic ring. Not the kind of echo you'd expect from a cave, but something that hinted the inside was empty. That sound stirred up all kinds of theories. Some said it might be a camouflaged craft, buried and forgotten over time. Others believed it could be an old hidden bunker, man-made and tucked away, blending perfectly with the mountainside. Have you ever heard of a mountain sound like metal? Kev headed into the deep woods of Manitoba for a solo tarp camping trip, thinking it'd just be him and nature. But that peace didn't last.
I don't know if you heard that, but that was a weird sound, man. I do not know what that was.
The sound wasn't anything he had recognized. It was too close and too loud to ignore. Kev barely slept the rest of the night. Later, he reached out to people online to see if anyone recognized the sound, but not much came from it. A man recently reviewed trail camera footage from his family's hunting land, recorded on the night of April 10th. The camera, using standard night vision, showed a typical field scene at exactly 11:06 p.m. Everything seemed normal until he noticed this. A tall, shadowy figure, visible in just a single frame, then gone. No footsteps, no follow-up frames, just one brief, unexplained appearance. The land itself has a history. Locals have long reported strange occurrences, equipment mysteriously failing, eerie sounds in the dead of night, and patches of woods that animals refuse to enter. Whatever the camera caught, it didn't look like just a person. On Easter Sunday, Lost Chief headed to the Talladega National Forest near Chehaya State Park. He wandered through a creek, enjoyed the peaceful solitude, until he stumbled across something unsettling.
That is a human mandible. That is part of a human skull. I pulled it out. This is very disturbing to me. I pulled that out. I thought that was the points to a young buck. But I have spent enough time identifying deceased people by their dental records to know they did not have their molars removed and were all the way down to first, second bicuspid, and the laterals. I don't know what to do. I mean, I know what to do. I'm just a long way from anywhere. I tell you, the biggest thing that's bothering me right now is my heart's breaking, and I mean this literally to the point of it kind of makes me want to cry, because somebody was looking for that person.
A human jawbone. Shaken, he hiked out and called the police. Authorities confirmed it was human and likely linked to a cult dispute where one self-proclaimed chief vanished years ago. A man lost the woods, his bones quietly resting in a creek, forgotten until now. A climber recently shared a chilling demonstration that highlights a critical safety lesson.
Alrighty, boys. This is why you tie knots in the end of your rope, or else you might just wrap off the end. Yeah, baby! Yeah! This is nutty! Look at that view!
In the video, with no knot in place, he drops abruptly. It's a stark reminder. No matter how experienced you are, never skip safety steps. Most climbing accidents happen during rappelling, and something as simple as missing a knot can be the difference between life and death. On January 8, 2020, while hiking in Oaxaca, Mexico, someone spotted something strange in the sky.
Y va para arriba. Hacia la nube. Yo no lo veo. Ahí ya no lo veo. Y va para arriba. Hacia la nube. Yo no lo veo.
The footage shows an object shifting shapes, morphing and twisting in the air. Locals who witnessed it firsthand said it went on for nearly 15 minutes, before the object shot straight upward and vanished without a trace. Despite multiple witnesses, Mexican authorities never released a statement. And in Oaxaca, sightings like this aren't new. They've only added fuel to the growing rumors of alien activity in the region. Skeptics argue it could have been a camera glitch, or some atmospheric illusion. But for those who were there that day, they're convinced they saw something not of this world. One night while wandering outside, someone witnessed something unbelievable. A bicycle moving entirely on its own. It wasn't just rolling downhill or catching the wind. It was pedaling, with no one on it. No strings, no shadows, no explanation. If no one was there, then who or what was making it move? Talia went glamping in the woods with her dog after a fight at home. Everything was fine until around 11 p.m. when she heard this.
Was that Dalmatian? Okay. You just wanted to be in the video. Say hey.
because what is that? Let's go inside.
A horrifying scream echoed through the woods. The next morning they left, swearing never to return. This wasn't the only haunting experience from this location. The video is recorded in the Appalachian, known for a strange whispering of the word hey that people often hear. Some thought it was a marketing trick, but a video filmed by Ali changed things.
That view was amazing. Oh, so worth all the trouble. Yeah.
While filming nature for a Snapchat, someone or something can be heard whispering, hey. What could have been out there in the woods? Ben and Julie headed into Oregon's Mount Hood National Forest, an area rumored to be crawling with Bigfoot activity. With just 24 hours and a professional Bigfoot hunter by their side, they dove into the unknown. They started with classic techniques like tree knocking. Then it was time to call out to it. And it might have actually worked, because, after a while, this happened.
Do you hear that? Oh my God. That was like a... Whoa, that was so weird. That was so weird. That sounded real.
Well, this tree is kind of moaning, but that was a different sound.
That sounded like a deep, guttural, didn't it? That was wild. That was wild.
A deep, guttural sound echoed through the forest, and the trees started creaking. Later, back at the camp, they were left wondering, was it Bigfoot or just a bear? In 2023, while hiking through the remote mountains of Chihuahua, Mexico, this person noticed something strange. A figure perched on a rock far out in a rugged, isolated area. Locals say the terrain is nearly impossible to reach without serious effort, which made the figure's presence all the more unsettling. Some believe it was a skinwalker, or something even more supernatural. To this day, no one knows who or what it was. So, was it just a lone hiker who somehow made it to that impossible spot, or did this person capture something truly sinister hidden in the mountains? 3 friends from Utah, David Bell, Janine Skinner, and Peter On, were on a canyoneering trip in the Sierra Nevada mountains when something terribly tragic happened. The trio had entered a small pool that looked harmless, but it hid a dangerous undercurrent. Janine jumped in first, and when she couldn't get out, Peter and David tried to help. David managed to break free, but went back for Janine. Tragically, all 3 were caught in a whirlpool, lost consciousness, and sadly didn't make it. A YouTuber was exploring an abandoned place deep in the forests of India when he caught something strange. A shadowy figure walked through a beam of light. They decided to leave, but as they glanced back, someone was standing in the window. The light moved across once, then returned, and the figure was still there. Was it another person, a ghost, or just an illusion? In Brazil, a group of men was digging, probably for farming, when this happened.
Galera do Kawaii, descobrimos fogo aqui na terra, aqui, ó. Do nada, cara. Não é mentira, me mexe aqui, ó. Ó, quanto mais mexe, mais o fogo. Tem condição disso, cara? Descasca a banana aí. Ali atrás, aí. Isso é gás mesmo, cara, pra você ver. Que condição tem desse aí, ó. Pode caçar aí o aplicativo que faz isso aí, vocês encontram? Vocês encontram?
As they dug deeper, actual flames came out of the ground. Not smoke, not steam, real fire. And it kept growing the more they dug. Some think it's just trapped natural gas like methane, finally escaping and igniting with the right spark or pressure. But others aren't so sure. People in spiritual circles say it could be something else, maybe a sacred site or cursed ground disturbed by accident. Whether it's science or something deeper, the sight of fire rising from the earth feels like a warning. A person was out for a walk when they spotted a long object tightly wrapped in a black garbage bag. Dried, dark liquid trailed away from it. The size and the way it was packed immediately gave the impression it could be a human body. Whoever found it must have contacted the authorities right away, because whatever it was, it didn't seem normal. If it really was what it looked like, someone could be in serious danger. Unfortunately, no updates have been shared. After a heavy rain, a man checked his farm, walking through the muddy ground full of plants and roots. But then he noticed something odd. He tapped the roots with a stick and they actually shifted, like they were alive. He tossed the stick again, and once more the roots moved, as if the ground was responding to him. Do you have any idea what this is? A hunter was heading to his deer stand one evening, deep in the woods behind his property, when something strange caught his eye. Figuring no one would believe what he saw, he gathered his nerves, went back, and quickly recorded the creature on his phone. But when he returned again later, it was gone. He suspects it was just someone pranking him, or at least, that's what he hopes. Over the years, people have claimed to spot strange creatures roaming around Chernobyl, the site of a disaster that turned the area into a ghost zone soaked in radiation. Recently, someone uploaded a creepy clip they say came from the area. In it, a bizarre creature crawls across the ground in a jerky, unnatural way. It has patches of brown fur, but parts of its skin look bare, like something's seriously wrong. No one's really sure what it is. Some say it's just a starving wolf or a sick stray dog. But considering the place, maybe it's something twisted by radiation, something nature never meant to exist. What do you think? While working deep in the jungle, these men encountered something straight out of a nightmare. A giant snake, coiled around their heavy machinery, its enormous body stretching down from the canopy. The sheer size of the creature left everyone stunned. It was likely disturbed by the sudden noise and movement in its territory. Just another reason to stay out of the forest and let these creatures live their lives in peace. Good note, a YouTuber exploring the Illinois countryside stumbled upon a secluded burial ground. He recognized it immediately. the Witch's Circle, a site rumored to be linked to dark magic and spirit summoning. Trying to get a better view, he launched his drone, but the wind kept forcing it off course. But what really stood out was a video he shot earlier on foot. As he approached the entrance, a strange energy washed over him. Suddenly, his phone battery dropped from 52% to 0. Even stranger, he couldn't upload the video to any other device. The only way it made it to YouTube was by filming his phone screen directly. So, was this all just made up, or was something truly interfering? In 2018, YouTuber Adventures with Christian visited an old pet cemetery in Boulder City, rumored to be more than just a final resting place for animals. The cemetery, established in 1931, has long been the subject of local whispers. Stories of mafia victims secretly buried beneath the pet graves. Christian set out to explore the site at night. As he walked through the cemetery, strange things began to happen.
It's amazing. What in the world? What? Jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God. What in the world? Whoa. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Oh. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh. That's it. I'm done.
He left in a hurry, but moments later, his camera caught something chilling.
I don't know what to do out here. This is ridiculous. I have no idea what to do. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm flipping out of here. This is it. Oh my God.
A hooded figure walking in the distance. At first, it was terrifying. Later, they revealed it was a member of his team. Still, the feeling of that place, it lingers. Back in 2009, a group of teens were camping in the Oklahoma woods, messing around with a gas-soaked bottle, just goofing off and filming for fun. But later, when they watched the footage, they saw something they hadn't noticed at the time. A grey figure moving silently through the trees. No one had seen or heard it in person. It looked human-like, but also kind of animal-like. And no one online has been able to identify the creature. Can you? Josh, a YouTuber who explores abandoned places, visited Japan's Okigahara forest. The site has been associated with people taking their own lives since 1978 and holds a somber reputation. As Josh explores, they come across something unsettling.
Alright, it ends right here. Oh no, oh my God, it keeps going.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Oh, someone left an umbrella.
Holy sh...
Alright, it's just an umbrella.
Yeah, but see, it could be honestly more. It could have been like someone who was like, screw it, this is it. I want to use an umbrella right now because I'm soaked, but I don't want to use that one. You know what? You want to go down there more and then follow the track just in case they might have went down there? It's thick through here, but we're just going to see if we can find anything.
Okay, it kind of works.
The compass is working right now?
Yeah, compass still works.
Okay, good.
That direction is north.
We're using a compass to get our way out. Right now, we lost all signal on our phones and everything.
What's so cool about it?
Yeah, what's weird about it is it's like all these underground random ass tunnels are all over the place. We're coming across some stuff now. We got some ribbons tied to the trees. We got a green one right there and a blue one. Let's make sure there's like, if there's anyone in there, let's make sure they're okay. Oh yeah, their campsite. We're gonna go check out the campsite right now. It's the same ribbon that we found from the pathway led all the way in here to the campsite. This place is no joke. I'm already feeling like so weird here. Like I'm getting these airy, dark vibes. Like I can like, yeah, like I can. Ooh.
Watch out, dude.
Like I can feel it inside me. It's like unexplainable. I can't really explain it, but it's no joke. What happened? What must have happened was like the guy, whoever it was, with the ribbon, must have just been pacing himself around, just thinking if he actually wanted to do it or not. But here's all I found. Left, at least. Maybe he drew that before he did it? A bottle, of course.
They continue deeper into the forest and start feeling off. Then they find another campsite.
Looking to see what I can find. I'm just very curious. So far since I've been here, I've already been hearing like these faint voices coming from like the far out area, like a girl, but I can't make out what they're saying. It's like, I would say it's a whisper, but it's like a shout at the same time. I'm not very big on spirits. I really don't think about it or really get scared. I'm not saying I'm scared, but I really am sensing a very dark, like I'm not even sensing it, I'm just feeling just different. I can smell it. There's 2 tents here. And they're still there. They're still there. Okay, let's check this out. What is all that? Had a campfire here. Yeah, there's no one here anymore. They either been found, or they turned back, or they're still in the forest, just around. We just found this shoe. Now this shoe had been here for well over 5-6 years. There's moss completely growing on the shoe. It looked like it morphed onto it. Whoa, dude, a backpack. This backpack's brand new.
I know.
I think that's an umbrella over there. We've been finding tons of umbrellas, tents, pretty much everything you would actually expect to find here. The backpack looks brand new, but also this umbrella right next to it looks brand new too. Which means, I don't know, I'm just gonna start searching the area around this premises.
The campsite was completely abandoned. It's sad to think these things could have belonged to people before their life ended. They left the forest with a heavy heart. While heading into the woods to cut down a tree, this man experienced something strange.
There's air coming out of this tree.
As he struck the trunk, a loud whoosh of air burst out, like the tree was letting out a deep breath. But there's actually a scientific explanation. Trees have tiny vessels inside them, kind of like veins, that move water throughout the trunk and branches. During dry spells, air can get trapped in those vessels, building up pressure over time. So when the tree is finally cut, that built up air escapes in a sudden, eerie gasp. And for more chills, just watch this next video.